according to the ancient sages, whenever the pot of fortune is situated in a bad position or bad house or bad sign, it really doesn't have any good in it. So it means that whenever you do an electional chart and the pot of fortune is situated in a bad placement or in a bad situation, you don't use the chart. You just do not use that electional chart, because it will not bring any good. The other bad thing is that the pot of fortune is within a 4-degree orb of becoming a square with Mars. This does not look good at all. The other thing is that, remember, the pot of fortune sits in the house of Scorpio, who Mars is the ruler of. So Mars is not happy because he's not in his own sign. So he would have been on better behavior if he was in his own signs, Aries or Scorpio. But because he isn't, he's going to act like a spoiled brat, and he's going to act out his worst natures. Not as bad as it would have been in detriment or fall, but it's still not good. The problem is that the 7th house is also the house of like partnerships. So the countries that the Ukraine would be in partnership with. Now the concerning part is that, one, it's Scorpio. So whether they are by nature positive or trying to do good, or trying to be the golden eagle of the Scorpio nature, they might actually be doing more harm by supporting the Ukraine, and they should have probably just advised the Ukraine to give up. And the reason why I say that is because Scorpio's nature is that of they will terminate others and eventually themselves. So the more they are in the grey lizard, the snake nature, the more they will have negative tendencies. If they function as a golden eagle, because not all Scorpios are bad, so if they function as a golden eagle, then they will bring out the best qualities in a Scorpio. But because Scorpio's ruler isn't in a good sign, it isn't in a good place, it isn't under good influence, Saturn's influence, it's not going to be on good behavior. So I suspect that the countries that are going to try and help the Ukraine are actually just going to make the situation worse. So they're actually going to fuel the Ukraine's defenses, but in the process, it's going to lead to more pressure, more everything of Russia's anger, and it's going to make everything worse for the Ukraine. So in that, they are actually fueling the termination of the Ukraine and not really doing any good by giving the Ukraine ammunition, from what I've heard, and money to fuel the war, basically. So I cannot see how this is going to end good for the Ukraine when I look at this horary chart.